Hi guys, Amanda here. This is my third time making this video. I keep messing up, so yay me! I am flying blind here. I don't have my contacts in or anything, and my glasses create a really bad glare, so if I'm like staring off into the distance, don't mind me. But this week we are talking about cover fraud. And cover fraud is where the cover of a book does not match the inside of the book. And for me, it's more of my emotional reaction. Um, Cover fraud is a beautiful cover and a not so great story, or a not so great cover and a beautiful story. And I'm a very visual person, so I tend to buy books based on their cover, and I tend to read books based on their cover. So unfortunately, a lot of times I judge the book by the cover, and then unfortunately it doesn't live up to the outside. So I do have three examples of each, three books whose covers I love, and three books whose books I love. So the first book, put it over here, is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Now when this book came out back in 2011, it was incredibly hyped. It was probably one of the most hyped books of 2011. And combined with this gorgeous cover, I was extremely excited. And I also, because of the marketing campaign, it was kind of presented as a mystery, and it was presented like, it's best to go into this book not knowing what you're reading. So that's what I did. I pre-ordered it and just read it, and I didn't know anything about it. And I was expecting a mystery, and instead I got kind of a not so great paranormal romance. It really didn't resonate with me at all, so I really did not like this book. The next cover fraud that I have is Across the Universe by Beth Revis. Now, this is a glorious cover. I think it's stunning, and I love the colors and everything about it, and I love how it's a reversible cover and it has the map of the spaceship. So I was really expecting a very strong romance set in space, um, but what I got instead was this kind of creepy mystery stalker religion weirdness, and it was not, I was expecting a much stronger romance aspect, but I did not like the relationship that was going on at all. I didn't think it was a good relationship. I did not like it. So it really kind of failed in that aspect. So beautiful cover, not so great book. And then finally, probably the most beautiful book cover I've ever seen, probably my favorite book cover, is Wither by Lauren DeStefano. Like, look at that. That is just, that's just straight art. It's gorgeous. I think it's brilliant. It's perfectly done. I love the circles circling the different things. I love how each element in it has symbolism to the story. I love the pinky and the greenish kind of and the navy all together. It's just beautiful colors. It's a beautifully done cover. It's really well done. Unfortunately, I didn't like the story very much. I thought it was kind of boring. So definitely a disappointment, but I mean, I guess I should have known I wasn't really going to like it going in. There's just a lot of kind of pretend science that didn't make a lot of sense to me, so that's too bad. Now I want to talk about three books whose covers I didn't like, but whose stories are fantastic. Um, and the first one I have is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. And I don't really like this cover. I understand why they have this, because they're trying to have adult crossover appeal, and you see a lot of adult novels have this kind of a design going on where it's block colors, blocky designs, like how this is. It's a very popular trend right now. So I understand why they have this, but I don't think it reflects the story really well. The story to me is much warmer than this cover. I don't know how to really express that. The story to me makes you think a lot more, and it kind of hits you right here. And this to me is just, I can't connect to this art at all. I also really cannot connect to the giant Jodi Picoult blurb. Like, My Sister's Keeper is nothing like um, The Fault in Our Stars. The Fault in Our Stars is a story about a girl who happens to have cancer, and My Sister's Keeper is about cancer. So, I don't know, it's just very different. And there's a lot of other people whose blurbs I would have respected a lot more. Like, I don't know, like Lauren Miracle, for example. or like Marcus Zizek even, or somebody who's written, or Lori Halse Anderson would have been perfect. Somebody who's written a young adult novel that deals with something that really just hits you right in the heart, you know? Not Jodi P. Cole. Thumbs down. Book, though, book is phenomenal. The writing and the story is great. Just don't like the cover. The next one I have uh, is Anna and the French Kiss. This is fantastic. I love Anna and the French Kiss, but I really hate this cover. I mean, I don't like his like arm. I would have loved his face to be here. Symmetry. Um, it's just this, and this cover makes it look very light and cheesy and like not a very interesting read, but the book's actually really well done and it has some really great issues, really captivating characters. And this cover just it's this cover makes me think this book is for like 11-year-olds, and it's really not at all. It's a much more mature story than that. And I don't think that this cover does it justice. And then finally, probably my biggest cover hate with the greatest story love is The Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. I mean, come on, people, let's be honest. That cover is terrible. I hate it. I mean, I definitely do get the sense that it's an urban fantasy, so I guess in that case it was successful, but I did not read this book for the longest time simply because I didn't like the cover at all. And eventually I did uh, give in and read the book and loved it. I think the Vampire Academy series is just fantastic. Um, so I definitely need to learn not to judge books by their cover and pay a little more attention to the story and maybe my friends' recommendations. Because as you can see, I oftentimes judge a book incorrectly. So what do you guys think? What are some books, cover fraud books that you guys have had? And also, do you have any books where the cover doesn't match the story inside at all? Like maybe on the cover it's a girl with a pretty dress, but the story is about like a slave girl who's like trying to escape her captors, or not pretty dress material or something like that. Do you guys have any examples? Post in the comments down below. I think it's very interesting. I love talking about covers. So thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.